Very good morning, class 10th. So, in today's lecture, I'm going to talk about that is double circulation as well as one question which comes in exam, that is the schematic representation of transport as well as exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide in human body. It also, this thing comes under the topic that is transportation. So we talked about section of heart, you know that diagram, but here what is the schematic representation or diagram for the transport or exchange of gases that we are going to discuss. And the second question which comes about the double circulation. So here, as you know that the red one is the oxygenated blood. This red is for oxygenated blood, and the blue one is the blue color I have drawn here is that is for the deoxygenated blood, right? These things, they are very much clear to you now, as now you know that the circulation, it happens in the heart, right? And it happens between the lungs, heart and the other body parts. Now first we will look at this portion. As you know that this is the oxygenated blood, and oxygenated blood, who carries this oxygenated blood? That is pulmonary vein. From where it carries that oxygenated blood? Pulmonary vein kahan se leke aati hai? That is from the lungs, because lung, they are for the oxygenation. They change this deoxygenated blood into the oxygenated one. Now this is received by the atrium. It moves to the ventricle and then it goes to the aorta to the body parts. Now here there is the capillaries of body parts. These are the capillaries of body parts and these are the lung capillaries. Now there are the body parts. Now these body parts, they release carbon dioxide, they undergo metabolic activities, and what is released? That is your CO2 is released. Now when CO2 get mixed in the blood, this become deoxygenated. This deoxygenated blood, it is received by the right atrium, and then it moves to the right ventricle, and then follow the arrow, then it moves to the, with the help of pulmonary artery. These things, they are important to mention. As you can see here, vena cava from body. So there are two parts we discussed, that is the superior vena cava we discussed, that is carry the deoxygenated blood from upper part of the body. Then there is inferior vena cava, right? So two types of vena cava are there, that they carry the deoxygenated blood. Now as you can see, this deoxygenated blood is received by right atrium, then right ventricle, and then it goes to the lungs with the help of pulmonary artery. Now there oxygen is absorbed, and here what is happening, that oxygen is absorbed, and or lungs, oxygen get absorbed and carbon dioxide is released. That is why this blood that change into the oxygenated blood. So that this diagram is the representation of how oxygen and carbon dioxide, they are exchanged in the body, as well as how they are transported. So this diagram always you have to draw when they ask you the schematic representation of transport and exchange of CO2. So these arrows are very important to draw. Then pulmonary vein to the lungs, these are the lung capillaries, these are the body capillaries. Then pulmonary vein is carrying oxygenated blood, aorta is transferring to the body. Then vena cava, from the body it is taking to the right atrium and ventricle, and then pulmonary artery is bringing it to the lungs, right? This is about this diagram. Now when we talk about this diagram, then there are two terms which always we talk about, that is the pulmonary circulation and systemic circulation. These are important for you to mention in the double circulation also. As you can see, pulmonary word, we maximum time we use it for the lungs. Now it moves blood between the heart and lungs. And when the blood moves between heart and lungs, basically pulmonary circulation is what? It transports deoxygenated blood to the lungs to absorb oxygen and release carbon dioxide. And once it is done, the oxygenated blood flows back to the heart. Basically pulmonary circulation, it is a circulation between heart and lungs, where deoxygenated blood reach to the heart first, then it moves to the lungs where oxygen is getting absorbed and carbon dioxide is released. What is systemic circulation? It is the movement of blood between heart and the rest of the body with the help of aorta, that is the largest artery. So pulmonary circulation is between heart and lungs, and systemic circulation is between heart and body. It means systemic circulation, it talks about the oxygenated blood, and this pulmonary circulation, it talks about the deoxygenated blood. Now the next question is that was about the representation. What you have to write in double circulation? First you need to be clear about the fact that double circulation hoti kya hai. Now double means 2 times. Blood circulates through the heart twice, you know that. See, as if this is the heart, then here is your left atrium, left ventricle, right atrium and right ventricle. And here if we are talking about the body, and here is the lungs. Now as you know that from lungs, that first it is received to the left atrium, then it moves to the ventricle, and then it moves to the body. From body, that deoxygenated blood is first received by the right atrium, then it goes to the right ventricle, and then it moves back to the lungs. So as you can see, the blood circulates through heart 2 times, twice. So once it goes through heart during pulmonary circulation, that is the deoxygenated blood, and second is during the systemic circulation. What systemic circulation says? That is the oxygenated blood, and it moves between the heart and the body. So these, it means the blood, it moves through the heart 2 times. That is why the circulation is known as double circulation, because blood goes twice. Blood 2 बारी हार्ट में से होके जाता है, इसीलिए इस सर्कुलेशन को हम डबल सर्कुलेशन बोलते हैं. नाउ व्हाई डबल सर्कुलेशन इज नेसेसरी? दिस क्वेश्चन आल्सो कम्स, दैट इज द टोटल नंबर इज द 3 marks. It is asked in 3 marks. Now human heart is 4 chambered, we know it clearly now. The separation of the separation of right side and left side of heart. Why it is important? It is important to keep the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood separate from mixing, because our heart is 4 chambered, and these deoxygenated and oxygenated is important to keep them separate. Why? Then circulation, it ensure, ये पूरे का पूरा हमारा काम करता है कि so that we can get high efficient supply of oxygen to the body. As you know that our body's metabolic activities, they are taken place only in the presence of oxygen. So who provide this high efficient supply of oxygen? That is the circulation. It is useful to animals which are having continuous high energy needs. Now multicellular animals, they are metabolic active. Now when somebody is metabolic active, then it means they have high energy needs, because every process, either you talk about respiration or you talk about your digestion, they all require high energy. So this high energy is provided by the circulation. So why double circulation is necessary? First, to keep the blood separate, deoxygenated and oxygenated. Second, to provide high supply of oxygen, and third is for having continuous high energy needs which can only be provided with the proper circulation. This is all about in this lecture. Next I am going to talk about that is transportation in plants. That here then we talk about xylem and phloem in complete detail. So I will see you in my next lecture.